Hey, this is Dr. Bonsai and Tech, I suppose. Today I'm taking a look at two surge protectors. This is going to be a very light overview. I don't have any equipment to test whether they're good at surge protection, but I'm going to go over the features. We have a GE one. This is actually from the company Jasco, and I've got one from the company Globe. Both black. They're both 6-foot length cords. They also both have USB ports. So we got the GE one first, 6-foot long cord. Twist lock safety covers, which actually is a nice feature. Put those to the side. I think the general idea is children won't understand how this works, or you can avoid getting dust in there as well. And that is not on the Globe one, just standard connectors. Automatic shutdown technology. It says stops the power to the device if the surge protection expires. That's interesting. Integrated circuit breaker for overload protection. And then they say they include a $45,000 warranty on things you connect to it. Have more information on the USB ports. So you have two of them. It says Ultra Charge. Charges up to 35% faster than traditional 5-watt chargers. That's pretty low these days. Let's take a look at the actual specifications. 15 amp, 1800 watts is very standard. Joule rating 450, voltage protection rating 800 volts, and also the USB, more importantly, 2.1 amps over the two ports, 10 watts. That's not a ton, but it's relatively okay. Let's take a look at the cable itself. It's nice that it has a different type of connector. Usually surge protectors, the cheap ones, go straight out, but this one is to the side. So that makes it a little bit more convenient in some situations. It won't always work for you, so make sure you can use this type of connector. It has a slight bend to it as well. If you imagine this is the wall outlet, you can see that it comes down and will connect to the side. This is a very thick cable. Do have the UL listing, so that's a good indication of quality. Do have the 4 ports, and each one can slide over. This one's a little tighter than the other ones. Not sure what's the deal with that, but it does work. Let's take a look at this Globe one here. Got a little bit less wattage maximum, 1625 rather than the 1800 approximately. 13 amp instead of 15 amp. USB output is 3.1 amp maximum instead of the 2.1 amp over the 2 ports. So this could potentially have a little bit better for USB connections. Surge protection 1200 joules. I believe the other one was 450. This one claims $200,000 warranty for equipment attached instead of the $45,000. The power cord in this case is very unique. It's a thinner cable, easier to move around. It has braiding on it, which I actually like a lot. That's nice. Also has the different type of connector. If you imagine this is a power connector, go like that from the side. That's pretty nice. The power switch is on the side here. The ports for the AC power are down instead of other direction. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the 2 USB. I'm going to show a few examples connecting things to these. So in this case, DC power adapter for standard vertical arrangement. Put it up here. It's going to block a few of the ports. Well, actually most of them. But if you put it down here, it's going to block most of the USB, and then try to use these USB ports on the bottom. I don't think this is capable of charging certain types of USB-C PD rated devices. This light that I have for charging is pretty particular. It is charging, so we seem to be good there. Okay, this looks good. It's charging the action camera with no issue. Let's try out the Globe one now. So in this case, it has a different orientation for the AC connectors. If you have something like this, maybe put it here, and it's not going to interfere as much. You still will block one of the ports in this case. And let's try the Z5. This one also does not charge the camera. So this specific charger for a Moto phone is able to charge the camera. So that means that these two don't have the capability of charging something like this. Okay, again, no issues with the flashing. Both of these are able to power this light properly. No issues charging the DJI Osmo Action as well. If you wanted to attach these to a wall, they have 2 small holes for the large Globe one, and for the GE one, you have 4 large holes. You could probably find different capabilities from each company. These are just the 2 that I picked up. I did see larger ones from GE or this Jasco, whoever actually makes it. But clearly, in my case, this one has more features, probably charges a little faster, at least according to the specifications. I do like the cord better. It's thinner, and with the braiding, that's really nice. But they do both have the same length cord. If you need something smaller, something like this is definitely better. But if you want something like this, where you can close the ports off, keep dust out, potentially keep kids out, a little more than something that's fully open all the time. Or if you want the ports going downwards, you could see that it definitely had some benefits for large power bricks. Anyways, I'm Scott from Photography Bonsai and Tech I Suppose. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.